How do you deal with men who promise relationships but end up wasting your time? So maybe they said in the beginning of dating that they were interested in a relationship, but here you are 6 months down the road, maybe even a year down the road, and you're not yet in a relationship, even though you've been consistently seeing this person. Maybe they say they're not ready. Maybe they say they need more time. What do you do? This was a question that one of my Facebook group members asked. And if you want to join the Facebook group, the link is here in the description. It's a great place to post questions that you have, to just get some support from other women, and to support other women yourself. It's a private group. I only allow women in there. So again, if you want to join and ask your own questions, check out the group. So what do you do when you're dating a man and it feels like he's wasting your time? Like, even though you've been together for a while, he's still not ready for a relationship. There is actually a very simple answer. You don't deal with this. Basically, you leave. You don't wait around. Here is my view of an appropriate timeline when it comes to dating. 3 months of seeing each other on a consistent basis is plenty of time for someone to figure out if they want to be your boyfriend. To basically just decide that you want to be exclusive with each other and to see how it goes. We're not talking about getting married here. That you want to take a lot more time. But we're just talking about committing to each other and seeing if this is a viable long-term relationship. Again, 3 months, that's really my cutoff point. That is plenty of time to know whether or not something is working for you. And I know that a lot of people get freaked out about commitment, and that would be a red flag that this is not the right person for you. Because the way healthy people view commitment, again, they don't see becoming boyfriend and girlfriend as getting married. That's a totally different thing. They see it as, okay, this is the person I want to be with for now to see where it goes. I like them enough to see what unfolds here, to see how we work together as a couple long term. They know they're not committing to something more serious than that. So we can make a lot of excuses for why a person isn't ready to commit to us, just as boyfriend, girlfriend. We can understand that they may be more emotionally unavailable. We can understand that maybe they're more avoidantly attached. We can understand that maybe they've had some bad relationships in the past and it scared them about commitment. But all of those things are not reasons to stick around if you're not happy, if you're looking for a commitment and it's not happening. Maybe the person who you're dating is still not over their ex yet. All of these things can be real. They're real things that people can experience. But what they're not are reasons to wait for someone. You could actually end up waiting years for someone. And so I don't want any of you to experience that, to be waiting years for someone to get over their stuff, to move on from their ex, to be not so scared about commitment. And meanwhile, you could be having a better relationship with someone who is committed to you, who's ready for that. Because the truth is, if someone were working on being more emotionally available, they would already be working on that. If they were working through their fear of commitment, they would already be doing that. And so what this would mean for them is if they were doing the healing work and they were being really honest with themselves, they would again either be going through that therapeutic process, they'd be very open with you, they'd be talking to you about what's going on for them, about where they're at, about their feelings, or they would have gotten very honest with themselves and said, you know what? I'm not ready for a relationship. I have to let you go. I'm so sorry. They wouldn't be keeping you in this limbo. Part of the healing process for somebody who's going through something like this, who's hesitant to commit, is developing integrity. And integrity means that they're being honest with themselves and they're expressing that to you. And if they're not ready for a relationship, they'll be letting you go. Again, they would not be holding you in this limbo period, stringing you along, giving you breadcrumbs, or just not showing enough interest and keeping you around. If someone is developing integrity and healing, they won't keep you around just for company or just to have someone there while they go through their healing process or while they get over their ex. Whatever the reason is, they're not able to commit to you. So even if everything else is perfect about this person and about the relationship, if they're not able to commit to you within that 3-month period, you're completely justified in leaving that relationship. Now, of course, you don't have to just leave. You can talk to this person and let them know, hey, like, you're ready to take this to the next level. You're ready for a more serious commitment, and see what he has to say. You are within your rights to let this person know that you need a commitment to keep seeing him, and that's okay. Now, this is not an ultimatum. Ultimatums get a bad rap. That's not what this is. But even if you do see it as an ultimatum, sometimes they are necessary. They're actually necessary for your own well-being. I actually view this as a boundary. This is you setting your own limits, your own boundaries for what you need to feel safe and comfortable moving forward with this person and continuing to see them. Having this conversation will actually be very scary because they could say, yeah, you know what? I don't want what you want. I'm not ready to be boyfriend, girlfriend. And what I would tell you is that the discomfort of having this conversation and the pain that might come from it is actually going to be so much easier than the pain of staying with somebody, continuing to see somebody without having that commitment that you're really looking for. Being in the relationship or pseudo relationship months or years down the road, and this person can still not commit to you. Getting out of that's going to be way harder than doing this in the very beginning. Setting this boundary after 3 months will save you so much discomfort down the road. I can't even tell you. So in summary here, you don't deal with men like this. You don't wait. If you've been dating someone and it's been 3 months or it's starting to be more than 3 months, you have that conversation. If they don't want what you want, which is a commitment, bye. That's it. There's someone out there who will want that with you. And your job is to go find them and let go of the people who aren't on the same page as you. Now, if you want to avoid getting in this situation in the first place and you want to learn how to spot some signs that someone might be emotionally unavailable, check out this video here and click here to subscribe. I come out with new videos every single week for breaking the cycle of bad relationships and finding real love.